Hello and welcome to Snazzy Studios 90. I'm Snazzy and today we're doing the first ever episode of Elder Scrolls Online. So now, as you can see on my screen, I've got a fresh new character. So I'm now going to pick, along the screen, a... Nope, not that one unfortunately, it won't be that one. I'm now going to pick... Nope, not that one either. I'm going to pick a really good race, and the race is going to be... Nope. It's not going to be a dark elf either. So today I'm going to pick an Military Dominion, and I'm going to pick a Khajiit. So, as you can see, I've chosen the Khajiit, and I'm going to choose the Sorcerer. So I've got my gender, which should be the right one, and then I've got that. So now what I need to do is press Finish, put the name down. I'm going to put Lolu. So now what I'm going to do is, because I've already done the tutorial, I am now going to show you what it is like and how it works and how it plays through. And then I'll take you through all the skills and stuff like that as we go through the gameplay. So here we go. So unfortunately on that occasion the name that I picked is already in use, so I press OK. So I'm going to pick a different one, so I'm going to call it Talu. Press done. But unfortunately that name's already in use as well. So I'm going to put like this one instead, Jellu. So now I'm going to load my character, and now I'm going to be going into the Wailing Prison to basically head to the beginning of an age of Elder Scrolls. Just waiting for it to load up.
Are you all right? The name's Lyris.
So now I can open the door, and I'm now gonna loot a weapon from Demora.
Keep your weapon ready and stay sharp. This place is full of surprises.
And now I've got my sword. Now whack him. I've knocked him out, in other words, and now I've just got to follow Lyris.
Let's keep moving.
Keep moving.
Now I've got to defeat the prison guard, so I've got to now keep whacking him. So I killed another being, so the prison guards are now defeated. So now I've got a 2-hand increase to 2.
Like you, I'm a prisoner in this place. You must rescue me, and I, in turn, must rescue you.
Hold a moment. Come here. We need to talk.
So now I've got to talk to Lyris Titanborn.
Prophet. He's a prisoner here too. It was very dangerous for him to speak to you, even for a moment. You must think you can help me. Break him out, of course. Believe me, I can use all the help I can get. That blind old man is the only person alive who can help us get back home. Tamriel, these tunnels will eventually take us to the Towers of Eyes. That's where we'll find the Sentinels. Magical constructs created by Molag Bal to guide his vision in Cold Harbor. I've no idea. Brute force? We'll find a way. We have to. We should keep moving.
So now, after speaking to Lyris, I've got to go and continue through to the Bleeding Forge, as you can see on the door. So let's go through. So now I've got to beat this guy here and thrash him because he's the forge master. And now he's been burnt to death. So as you can see here, these are the skills. You've got magic art, you've got health, and you've got stamina. So now I'm going to choose this time health as the first one. And unfortunately I can't pick any of the other ones till I level up again. So press ready, and then press X to continue. And these are all the dark magics, these summonings, storm calling. And you've got two-handed types, you've got one-handed and shield, dual weapons, bow, destruction staff, restoration staff. You've got many different types. You've got light armors, you've got medium armors and heavy armor. So these are the armor sections. So the Kai'Jat skills are here. So you've got medium armor, specialties, expertise, and then there's a robust constitution, there's stealthy and carnage. So those are the various different types. The list goes on, but we'll continue on with this quest. So now we've got to go down and destroy the Cold Harbor Sentinel. To destroy him, I've got to go straight on. And I'm going to kill this guy because this guy's in the way. Whoa, I got knocked to the side. Okay.
What was your name again? Target practice?
And go straight up above to go and find the Cold Harbor Sentinel. So obviously by the looks of it, it's below, so I've got to go and physically find it. As you can see, there's loads of different enemies you can fight. So as I'm going along, I'm physically fighting these just to find my ultimate goal. Whoa, I got whacked on the side. Not so good. Revive, because I died. At the moment, I look like a form out of a ghost.
You need to distract him.
Right, so now what I need to do is I need to head towards the Coldharbour Sentinel. So I'm gonna aim to go up above and look towards that direction and see where it takes me.
Try to be inconspicuous. Just get free of this place. The last thing we need is to get recaptured. I'll keep watch.
So now I've got to perform a sneak attack to destroy the Sentinel. So now I've got to go and find a way to sneak around. Damn, I got discovered. Okay, I'm now stuck in a position where it's been made possible because I've been detected, but I've managed to smack it down to death. So, sometimes it's easier to do it that way, sometimes it's not. So I've now got to head towards the Prophet's cell, where it's being held prisoner.
Fool! You will never escape my realm.
Hermamora's wagging tongue. The door's warded. We'll never get in this way.
So now I've got to talk to Lyris.
Damn it. Destroying the Sentinel must have triggered these wards. We'll need to find another way in. Cadwell is the oldest of the Soul Shriven. After years of torment, Soul Shriven usually go insane and turn feral. But not Cadwell. He was already... Cadwell sees things as he wishes them to be. To him, Coldharbour is a wondrous place. It's his home. And he knows it like the back of his hand. He's usually down by the river. Let's go find him.
So now I've got to go and find Cadwell to release the priest, or the prophet. The prophet more or less, but I refer him as a priest because he looks like a priest, because he's plain white, even though it looks like a ghost. But he's very smart and clever, from what I believe. So let's continue down the river. So now I've got to go find Cadwell to release the priest, or the prophet. The prophet's more or less, but I refer him as a priest because he looks like a priest, and he's wacky, he's plain white.
One fine day in the middle of the night, two dead kings got up to fight. Back to back, they faced each other.
So here's Cadwell. So Cadwell is, for say, a madman, but he is useful enough to fight. But before I fight him, I've got to kill this really weird fowl. Shriven. Yeah, disgusting. Gross, 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 gross. Yes, so now that's the feral soul driven done. So got all that items, but you can press square to take all.
Hello, what's this? Out for a stroll then? Lovely day for it.
Well, he's got a weird face, this Cadwell, from what I've seen.
Sir Cadwell, yes, indeed, a pleasure. And fair Lyris, good to see you, my dear. How are you then? Oh, oh dear. Well, that is inconvenient, isn't it? Tell you what, I happen to know another way in. Much more of a scenic route. Rather a fun little jaunt, actually, full of traps and corpses and nasty beasties filling up the bits in between. Rather cautiously, I expect. Watch your step, hold your nose, and do mind the traps. There'll like as not be a fair dose of running and skull bashing as well. Follow the river. You'll find the door to the Undercroft at the water's end. Once you're inside, stick to the light, and you'll find a ladder that will take you right up to the Prophet straight away. Do give him my best. Best of luck. Do check in now and again, won't you?
So now we've got to enter the Undercroft in order to free the Prophet. So now I've got to follow Lyris, which is where she's going. So now I've got to head to follow down that route to get to the Undercroft. I know there'll probably be plenty of skull bashing as it was dignified as, but obviously it's nothing that can be handled in this format. But Elder Scrolls in general is definitely a fun and awesome game. It's a very well done online game, and obviously there is a new Elder Scrolls game coming out this year which will be absolutely fantastic, Skyrim, and it will be very impressive of how to see how that goes. So here we are, we're now at the Undercroft, so now I've got to unlock the door. So this is going to be not so easy because unlock picking is not good. I'm not good at that so much. So what I can do now is, if I want to force the lock, just to do it quickly, is I press this. So now I'm in the Undercroft, so now I've got to head to find the Prophet's cell. So there may be obviously skull bashing and stuff like that. So here we are, here's a skeletal archer. Time for a bit of a bash. He's now trying to duck, he thinks he's clever. Yep, he's knocked out. So I've now got to fight a pyromancer. So now onto the cell of the Prophet. So as proceeding forward, we're now heading towards the cell where he's being held captured, and so obviously to find where he is we have to do a lot of bashing. Oh look, another protector. Oh, he decided to smack me round, okay, fair dues. Oh, we got two. Oh, hello, ladies. Whoa, okay. Someone decided to kill me, so I revive here. So now I can smack this one here, considering I died to begin with. So now it's time to go up. I physically got myself burned, so not so good. So now I'm heading up to the Prophet's cell, which is right here. So now I've got to open the door. So there is Lyris. I've now got to follow her over to this dark circle.
The good news is we made it here in one piece, and the Prophet looks unharmed. Now the bad news. It's going to be up to you to keep him safe and get him back to Tamriel. I'm not going with you.
So now we've got to talk to Lyris and find out what's going to happen next. So here we go.
There's a trick to opening the cell. The only way for a prisoner to leave is for another living soul to take their place. I need to swap places with the Prophet. Believe me, I wish there was, but I don't see anyone else here with a beating heart, do you? If Molag Bal isn't stopped, he'll destroy everyone and everything we've ever loved. Once it's done, get moving. The Prophet will know where to go, but he'll need your...
So now I've got to defend Lyris. That's one down. Activated one. Wait for the exchange. And release the Prophet.
Freedom! I remember this feeling. It will be fitting if Molag Bal has his way. Thank the divines you are safe. There is that at least. Lyris sacrificed everything that we might go free. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. I wish that were possible, but I promise you, once we escape Cold Harbor, we will find a way to rescue her together, Vestige. That is the name I have given you. You are but a trace of your former self, a soulless one, an empty vessel that longs to be filled. It is as the scrolls foretold, but not exactly as I imagined. That is what I've come to be called. My true name is lost even to me. Years of torment have taken their toll. Quickly now, we must make haste to the anchor. The anchors are Daedric machines of the darkest magic. Their chains bind our world and pull it towards Cold Harbor. I can use one of these anchors to return us to Tamriel, but you must lead me to it. Up the stairs, quickly! We must get to the anchor mooring!
So obviously the Prophet's now following us. So you can't use that door now, so you've got to go a different route. So obviously it's not that direction, so obviously we've got to go the other way. Because obviously I'm not as good as Elder Scrolls as other games, but as obviously in some cases it's always good to work your way around the map, because obviously once you know the mapping you'll get to understand where you're going, how to get there and so forth.
There it is! The dark anchor mooring.
Now it's time to defeat the Child of Bones.
The mortal thinks it can defy me. Futile. Soon your world will be in my chains.
Oh, there he is, the Child of Bones. Creepy Skelly. He's now dead. And some coins and some collar of bones. Lovely. Now it's time to talk to the prophet again. Is the where is the prophet keeps moving?
The Dark Anchor's portal is high above us. I will prepare a spell to lift us to it. But first, you must reattune yourself to Nern in order to regain your physical form. To do this, you will need a sky shard. A shard of ethereal magicka that carries the essence of Nern. Some link them to Lorcan, the missing god of creation. If you collect them...
So now I've got to grab the sky shard.
And anoint us with your blessing. There, quickly, collect the sky shard.
So now I've gathered the sky shard, now the portal will open to get me back.
Dragon god of time, I require your strength. Let the way be opened. Let these wandering souls return home. Let the will of Molag Bal be denied. Hurry! We must go now!
Time to escape.
The vestige awakens once again. Come here, we must speak.
So we're now returned to formality, so now I've got to speak to the prophet and find out what we need to do next.
As I feared, we arrived in different locations. I am in a city near the sea, in a land of eternal spring. The air smells of the ocean, and of markets and gardens. It matters not. You have awakened once again, and we must set you on your path. Days, weeks, I cannot tell. The voids between worlds disrupted all sense of time and space. I know only that you were deposited into the sea, and some charitable soul fished you out and brought you to dry land. I'm afraid you will have to decide that for yourself. I must focus on searching for a way to repay Lyris's bold sacrifice. I cannot simply abandon her to the wrath of Molag Bal. I cannot foresee that, not yet. But we will meet again. There is still much more. Be wary, Vestige. Our very plane of existence is in peril. The threat of Molag Bal looms across all Tamriel, and chaos spreads in its shadow. Danger roams the land and will assume many forms. Do not let it catch you off guard. You must find your own path. But perhaps there is a reason for the place in which you find yourself. Explore, search for a cause to lend your hand. Join with others. You might even seek out those who rescued you from the sea. The choice is yours.
So now it's time to go through the door to find out where I am and who rescued me. Okay, so I've come out in this interesting location. Oh, okay. So now I've got to go speak to Razumdal.
Welcome to Kenarty's Roost, friend. The hurricane must have been very disorienting. So many injured, confused. Keep your voice down. Try not to drop.
Razumdar is here on a mission of some delicacy. You are just what the Bandari ordered. Between your hands and Raz's good looks, we are certain to see this through.
First, a question. Where did you come from? If you landed 5 paces north, you'd have squashed a rat, slipped on its guts, and cracked your head on a signal drum. The whole island would have known of your arrival. So where did you come from, truly? A Daedric prince, you say? Raz has a nose for lies, but you seem clean as an ocean breeze. If anyone else asks you, where will you say you came from? My, you're a focused one, aren't you? It is good to be focused, but it is also good right now to fit in. Your sudden arrival, it does not fit in. You understand? You should not. You should trust your instincts. Leave if you wish. No one will stop you. Or come with Raz and do what you can to help us recover. In the process, grow your stature and wealth. It is entirely up to you. Just a friendly Khajiit, privileged to see someone drop from nowhere and land in sea. Shame you cannot do that at will. You could make piles of coin, sell tickets. Because you are no soldier, which is useful. You can speak with the locals, assure them we are not invaders or marauders. Now come, let us try to fit in.
So I've now spoken to Razumdal, and obviously he's the one who's been helping out to introduce himself, to get to know the area. So now I've got to basically speak to Commander Kanirth.
Glad you're up and about, recruit. I'm in need of a scout to head to Shattered Shoals. Most of our fleet foundered to the west, but we've had few survivors trickle in from that direction.
We captured a sea viper spying on the camp. Those pirates never travel alone. Find out if they're around Shattered Shoals, and if so, what they're doing on this island. Of course, you should assist any shipwreck survivors you find. We must each do our part. Before you head to Shattered Shoals, speak with Eelsil. He just returned from exploring a nearby temple. That wizard claims to know something about everything, so he may have insight on how these sea vipers operate.
Eelsil is this way.
So now I've got to go and speak to Eelsil to find out what I need to do next, and obviously to find out more about the sea vipers.
Marvelous, isn't it? We'll have to construct a special room for the Morning Stone when we bring it back to the Mages Guild. I'm sorry, did you need something? Yes. The Temple of the Morning Springs is an old Khajiit ruin not far from here. We excavated the Morning Stone from one of the chambers. As you can see, its supply of water appears endless. What do you mean, pirates? In an ancient Khajiit temple? Preposterous! All we saw were the undead warriors that overran our camp. I have no idea. Actually, I have 12 ideas, but they're far less fascinating than the Morning Stone. Probably some sort of ancient curse. It usually is with these things. Arrogant sea elf pirates. To my recollection, they aren't known to raid Khenarthi's roost. Oh, and they have a thing for snakes. But I'm sure we both have more important matters to attend. If you'd excuse me?
We should speak privately. Before you depart, let's meet by the statues north of town.
So now I've got to go back and speak to Razumdal at the Eagle Strand. So now I've got to find the entrance so I can be able to speak to him and find out more information about what needs to be done and how it needs to be done, and the objectives and what to do to save so many people's lives and that kind of concept, really.
There, you see? You fit in and no one will stop you from walking away. But as this one said, there are opportunities here for people that fall from the sky. Eelsil is most impressed with his newest bubble. But the undead are a threat to all of Khenarthi's roost. If you want, Karanet told you how the hurricane dashed the fleet into Khenarthi's roost. Now the sea vipers are picking at the bones of our ships. Strange, yes? You could scout... Oh, there's far less glamorous work to be done in Maelstrom, at the northern end of the island. Let's meet up there, after you've done what you decide to do. Until then, bright moons guide your steps.
So now I've got to head towards the Morning Springs or the Shattered Skulls. So I've got to head towards this direction to basically head to where I need to go. But in some cases it's like either that way or that way because I've got 2 missions to go by. So that is it for episode 1 of Elder Scrolls Online. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'm Snazzy. This is Snazzy Studios 90. If you like what you see, please follow me and watch many other of the videos that will be coming up soon. Coming up next will be Witcher 3, saying about 9:30, 9:45. So please stay tuned for that and find out more about that as it comes to pass. Until then, this is Snazzy Studios 90. Thank you ever so much, and I hope you have a good day, good evening, and a good night. Goodbye.